Hey all, I'm making this video to share my method for farming the Horus Heavy set from Heru in the Ennead. Since it only drops for level 60 players, no higher, no lower, anyone who's purchased the expansion is actually at a disadvantage until they do fix this. But that's the reality, and we're coming up on the expansion's 3rd season with no fix in sight, so I want to go into what it takes to farm it now. Before I do that though, I want to emphasize you'll need at least 2 other people capable of clearing without any trouble, and you'll need to borrow them for at least a few hours. Long story short, you level a new character to 60, a few friends clear regular Ennead up to the last boss, then they invite you on that alt for the final boss. Repeat again and again. Assuming your alt is only present for the last boss, which gives around 2500 experience, that's around 15 chances to try and get parts of the set before you hit level 61. After that, start a new character, and do it all again. If this sounds like a lot of effort for a transmog set, that's because it is, but consider it's not as rare as it used to be. Before the expansion, we didn't have loot biasing. Now, if we wear heavy gear, our odds of getting heavy drops is much better. I've killed Heru maybe 20 times across both of the alts I made, and in that time I've seen 2 gloves and 3 chests. I know what you're thinking, getting duplicates of the same piece does not feel great. But still, 5 drops in 20 runs feels pretty damn good. Now, a few important details to remember if and when you decide to try this. First, you accumulate rested experience if you stay logged out of your character too long. Every time you kill the last boss, you get around 2500 experience, like I said, and 60 to 61 is a runway of about 40,000 experience. So it's very easy to waste an entire run's worth if you rack up too much rested. The same goes for if you discover a new area, level a trade skill, or pick up a lore document by mistake. If it gives XP, do not do it when you're at level 60. The way I deal with this is I park my alt at around level 58, then once my friends are ready to help, I boost trade skills for experience until I hit 60. I recommend cooking for this because it's cheap, it's fast, it's easy. And this should burn off any rested experience in the process. But make sure you only make enough meals to push you to the beginning of level 60. If you aren't paying attention or you're crafting in bulk, it's very easy to overshoot the mark and cost yourself a few chances at the set. If you can't do all 15 runs back to back once you do hit 60, please make sure you're logging into your alt at least once every few hours whenever you can. I don't know how long exactly you have to be off before you start accumulating rested, or if that's exactly how it works at all, but just keep this in mind. Second, don't bring your level 60 into the expedition early. You want to wait until your friends get to the last boss, then port in. On my first alt, I figured out you actually get experience from bosses, like General Crassus, even if you're all the way back at the entrance. That was a silly, stupid mistake that cost me an entire run worth of XP. Anyways, that's all there is. It's not the most complicated grind in the world, but it definitely takes more effort than it should. Since almost all my videos are about solo content, it feels a little bit off-brand, suggesting something that requires at least 2 other people. But if this transmog set feels worth the effort to you, then I hope you have my luck, or better. As a final reminder, please make sure your alt is in a heavy loadout for the loot biasing. I can't stress that enough. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.